Here we go. I was supposed to look at you. Huh? Okay. Come, you masters of war, you that build all the guns, you that build the death planes, you that build the big bombs, you that hide behind walls, and you that hide behind desks. I just want you to know I can see through your mask.
My name is Brian Haw. I've been here since June the 2nd, 2001, 24/7. It's 8 years today I've been here, 8 long years.
I'd gone to Iraq as a human shield trying to prevent the attack, because we didn't know whether it would take place or not. And then when I got back here, I thought, well, what are people doing in Britain? Then I heard about Brian.
I came past one day and saw the display and did some research into what he was doing. And I'd been on the march in 2003, and I came down and spent sort of 2 to 3 days a week with Brian, campaigning down here. And for me, it was the best campaign I'd come across.
Around Christmas time, when the Gaza Strip was being bombed by the Israelis, and I hate to bully, and I felt that I wanted to come along and speak to Brian and see what he had to say about it. And then we became friends in a way, as much as a person can be friends with someone so dedicated to a cause.
You've thrown the worst fear that can ever be hurled, fear to bring children into the world. For threatening my baby, unborn and unnamed, you ain't worth the blood that still runs in your veins.
We didn't come here to go blah-de-blah-de-blah. Oh, we don't like you. Stop doing this, stop doing that. Be nice to each other. Be lovey. Bollocks. We didn't come here for that. We came here because the greatest crimes in history are being committed right now by my country, genocidal Britain, supporting the United States of Assassins.
He was challenging Parliament by being here where he counts, by confronting the lies with the truth. So I thought it was marvelous to support him. He believes that all lives are precious. He says that. Every child's precious. Every child's life is precious, my own. He has 5, 7 children, I forget.
I think what he does is very difficult. He doesn't get very much good feedback from people. A lot of it is negative, and he's basically mirroring a very negative situation, and he's doing it very well. And he does it in a wonderful way, with big banners saying peace, rainbow colors. So it's a joyous message. Whenever we do something bad in the world, it's important that our fellow human beings can mirror us and show us our failings, and that's exactly what Brian does on a very big level to the government.
How much do we know to talk out of turn? You might say that we're young, you might say we're unlearned, but there's one thing we know, though younger than you, even Jesus would never forgive what you do.
A man that I would say was a pretend Christian came down several weekends ago and said, well, you can vote, for change. And I sort of highlighted this sort of anomaly in democracy, in that the people in Iraq and Afghanistan, they never got to vote if they would live or die. And so by us being here, we highlight that those people actually didn't have a voice then, still don't have a voice now. So in some ways, democracy has failed us.
2 million people took to the streets in February 2003 to say no to this war, to this invasion. We said no.
The systems are failing the people.
There is no trust between the people and the government, so I foresee in the future a massive revolution, and I think they will become powerless. There will be no more power, people will stop listening, they'll stop voting, and then it will emerge somewhere else. I hope wherever it emerges isn't as corruptible as the current status quo.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials, because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spy